What's going on, guys? It's your boy John the Liquidator coming back with another video, and I got all the jewelry on today because this Mr. T time. Because I pity a fool. Stephanie White, get in the ring of fire, bro. We finna light it up. For this one here, we got to go all the way up to Indy. Let's get it. Let's go. Now, earlier today, I told y'all Stephanie White was looking spooky. Now, we're about, 9 days away, 10 days away, something like that from Halloween. And we know all the goons and goblins is about to come out the woodwork. Now, I am here to tell you this. Stephanie White has found herself in Charlotte's Web. And I didn't even trip off this earlier today. But shout out to Ben Daniel, man, because it had dawned on me, which I think they lying, that technically, based off what they're saying, Caitlin Clark is not cleared to play 5-on-5. Now, how in the hell? She got injured in July, right? Because, matter of fact, guys, there's a doctor that shared some info. You know what? Give me a quick second. Let me pull up this clip. Now, y'all know me, man. I got to come with the facts. And the fact of the matter is, Stephanie White is looking real spooky. Now, this was back in July. Now, this is just one doctor. Oh, we got two. Let's listen to this. Let's just have a rewind back.
Another groin strain. This is the other side. As we talked about with the first one on the left side coming back after the quad, day-to-day is not accurate for even a minor groin strain. It was closer to 2 weeks before she returned, played well, and now the other side, the right side. It is unclear what imaging shows, but once again, the new groin strain is not day-to-day. She's already missing the All-Star game in the three-point contest. The question is how much more? We won't know until we know about the imaging details, which were not revealed, but in any case, it's not day-to-day, closer to week-to-week.
Now, that was week to week. Now, this was in July, right? Now, I got even more receipts from Stephanie White herself, even talking about Caitlin Clark injury, because they was talking about Caitlin Clark today, just now doing 5-on-5, right? Look, we got to hold her to that because that's what she said. She basically says Caitlin Clark is not cleared. Now, I did the first video. Now, this is from another doctor back in July, breaking down a time frame of Caitlin Clark injury. Listen to this. This was on July the 16th. Now, this is when Caitlin Clark injuries happen, right? It says Caitlin Clark injury history, left quad strain, May the 26th, left a groin strain, July 5th, right groin strain, July 16th. Initially, he thought the strain she suffered last night was a re-injury, but realized that it wasn't. Obviously, we know that. Now, this was all the reports that was released by the Indiana Fever front office. Out status. This was all within like a couple weeks of each other. These are just all the different things. Now, the doctor went on to say more things. Now, with that being said, I want to fast forward real quick, go back to what Chloe said today, and I want you guys to read some of these comments before Stephanie White is probably not going to like your boy John Liquidator, but I just got to be honest, man. Like, y'all got to quit lying to the people, bro, because it's almost like a donkey and a carrot. Look, y'all remember when I made that donkey and a carrot video months ago with donkey with the carrot and they, with the donkey walking and stuff? That's what they're doing. They've been doing this. And now it's PR, it's damage control. Well, you know what? I'm going to be all over that because all you got to do is tell the truth. That's all you got to do from the beginning. Tell the truth why y'all didn't want Caitlin Clark to come back, because they wanted to run your little stupid offense. Tell the truth. Tell the truth, because boy, oh boy, I'm on it. It looked like fans is catching on too. One fan said, no one believes a single word the biggest liar in the women's basketball landscape, a.k.a. Stephanie White, has to say. I'm not saying this. They said this 20 hours ago. Then it goes on to say, it was great to hear Caitlin Clark still working, and hopefully she's ready. Somebody said, I don't understand why can other players come back from injuries and just play. Stewie, JJ, Nafisa, was Caitlin Clark much more serious? Now, let's fast forward it back here, because this is Stephanie White talking from her own words. This is Stephanie White's own words, right? Way back when. See, that's why you gotta love the power of the internet, because stuff will stick. And I'm telling you right now, this stuck. Guess what, Stephanie White? This is you right here. Hold up. Wait a minute. Let me get out of this full screen here. This is when? May the 26th. This was Stephanie White. Listen.
Steph, do you know when Caitlin's injury happened?
I don't know when it happened. I know afterwards, we got a message that she had something going on with her leg, and they were getting an MRI, and then we got the injury yesterday.
Was it after like the Liberty game on Saturday?
Is that their last game?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Steph, you had a chance to try out a lot of rotations during the preseason. Do you feel like this group is equipped to make a change like this that'll get you through these next couple of weeks?
I think so. I think that's the advantage of our depth, right? And we,
blah, 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 blah. So that was the very first one, right? Hold up. Where's the other one? This is, hold on. I gotta check my dates. I gotta check my dates. That was June. So here go the June one. Here go the June one. You know, this is back in June. Let's see.
Injury and how much of an absence do you expect from her beyond today?
Yeah, late last night. I think it's very much a day-to-day thing, how she responds to treatment. I stay in my lane and let our strength and conditioning and our physical, our AT staff do what they do best. But yeah, I found out late last night, and then we'll treat it day to day.
Back-to-back a factor at all with that?
I mean, I don't know if it's a factor from.
Guys, I'm trying to point out similarities and how they were stringing us along. It's been the same. Look, bro, we got to see
physical standpoint, from an athletic training standpoint. Certainly in my mind, it is. But at the same time, she's shown that she's tough and she's a quick healer. So we'll see.
She's tough. She's a quick healer, right? This was in June. Stephanie. That's you. You said, I didn't say that. You said that.
Something she reported yesterday, like her pain in the left groin.
It had to have been at some point during the day because they took her out yesterday, for the MRI. So I'm not exactly sure. I didn't hear about it until we heard from her.
So that was in June, guys. Now this was in July. This was July the 16th. This was another one. Let's talk.
I think the biggest thing is just trying to keep her in good spirits. Had a lot of setbacks with all these little injuries, and
Now, all of these injuries been little. This was in July. All of these, look, guys, Caitlin Clark never had a major injury. This is all little. Even Stephanie White said it herself.
We just have to take it one day at a time.
One day at a time. Y'all heard this? But did y'all hear the doctor in the beginning? Did y'all hear the doctor? This is no longer one day at a time.
It's frustrating for her, I'm sure, especially. And I think, for us as a staff and as a team, just trying to keep her encouraged and trying to keep her to stay the course. No discussion yet about this weekend. There was imaging done and, obviously ruling her out for tonight. But there hasn't been any discussion beyond tonight.
Now, we all remember, right, when Caitlin Clark refused. See, everybody be forgetting, bro. Caitlin Clark refused to see the Indiana Fever doctors. Y'all remember that whole debacle?
Well,
Did we forget that? Listen.
Well, I haven't seen C since the game last night, but I think she's progressing. I think that we're continuing to address everything that needs to be addressed. She's gonna see some doctors and get some more tests run early in the week. I don't expect her to be available on Tuesday, so we're just gonna continue to take it one day at a time and let her get her evaluations early this week, and then once we've done that, hopefully we'll have more of a clear line of what it looks like. Well, I haven't seen C since.
Guys, Caitlin Clark injury was never a major injury. That's the purpose of this video. Purpose of this video is to prove, because Stephanie White said it was a little injury. These little injuries. It's always been these little injuries, one day at a time. And that brings us to today. Caitlin Clark is on track toward her goal of returning back to 5-on-5. Guys, every clip I showed you was before August. Every clip I showed you was before August. They lying. Caitlin Clark been healed. I believe they're lying about Caitlin Clark not being ready to play 5-on-5. Because there's more. There's more clips. I didn't even feel like going through them all. It is so bad. I don't want to expose her too bad. But guys, she's been lying. There's been lying. They all been lying. And guess what? They're running out of lies. To me, if I'm Stephanie White and the Indiana Fever, I'm not talking about Caitlin Clark injury no more, because it's over and it's done with. The season over. The injury's over. There is no more Caitlin recovery. We need not talk about it no more, because Y'all making yourself look bad, Stephanie, because it never was a big deal until y'all knew y'all was making it to the playoffs. Now, since y'all lost and y'all know Caitlyn could have potentially allegedly came back, could have potentially allegedly made it to the finals, now you look silly. Guys, get down in the comment section. Let me know y'all thoughts about this. Always remember, man, shake the haters off. When I put all the chains on, well, I mean business. And like always, man, peace out.